Hi, good morning, Adrienne. How are you?
I'm great. How are you, Sayon?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah, it's nice to see you again. It's been a while since we last talked. Um, the yeah, so what have you been doing since the arch opening?
I've been talking with a bunch of artists. I started a couple photo projects, working on some portraiture with my family, or my family now, because I have a daughter and fiance. And I'm also working on another portrait project with the mom group I'm in. So I'm trying to stay active, just find influence from life and just saying, ooh, what can I do with that?
Yeah. I think that's really great. I mean, I think a lot of art is life, you know. I feel like it's a discovery, you know, it's a discovery of exploration and investigation. For me, it's whether you're looking into your own family and portraitures around that, and you know, breaking that down too, you're really just spending time with your family too,
True.
besides doing your artwork. Yeah, so for me, I organizing this small show, one day show at the Long Beach Symphony coming up. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm excited because I'm like, ooh, I don't know how it's gonna get installed in the lobby.
I'm sure it'll be beautiful and awesome, especially right there in the lobby. Yeah.
Mhm, mhm. The yeah, I mean, I really enjoy hearing about you and your family, your fiance now that how you migrated or moved over from New York into Barstow area, and that's a change,
That
you know.
really makes sense. I mean, I loved it. I love the small town vibe. It really literally brought me back down to earth. Where being in New York, big city, everything's
Oh
always going,
yeah.
pace is faster. Like going to a small town and literally like in a deserted area where it's 110 degrees on an average day was completely different than what I'm used to. But I think it was the perfect cocktail for what my life needed to transition into my, current self.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, I think somebody's at the door. Hopefully. Um, I've been to Barstow a few times. Of course, mostly just driving through to Las Vegas and stopping. But I did have a friend that grew up there since he was little, and um, that he goes, I would never go back, kind of thing, you know, because he just had all the experience there. So, but yeah, the I know you're a photographer, so how did you get into in this media?
Wow, I mean, honestly, I was always into arting, if you will. So I was practicing with different mediums. I used to draw, I painted a little bit, but kind of being a somewhat perfectionist made things a little hard because I wanted to create things I've imagined, and like having to just only use my hand was difficult. So I really just got into photography. I was always like, I always had a little point and shoot on me, little disposables. That was just like a thing.
Mhm.
But I didn't really notice how I can take something I already do and something that I'm trying to do and put it together and use the medium of photography to project my art.
Awesome. I mean, what I love about photography is that, you know, it really, you know, for obvious reasons, it documents our history, our timeline, our people that we're with, but it could also have this creativity to make something the person holding the camera can manipulate it now too. So it's another way to tell a story, and I think that's how I got into art making too. Was that I love to show and tell stories, and mostly I love to play and work like tactile. So I like doing things with my hand. So a lot of my work is um, very hands involved, and also and people involved, like socially engaged activities. Um, I just feel like you were sharing earlier about, speaking with your friends and family and documenting them. I like engaging with folks, and then I feel like that helps inform and make the work that I'm trying to do richer.
Yeah, you like it fully immerses you because you're using your hands within your process, but then you're also doing, I guess, in the sorts like an outreach to where, now you're engaging your community, and through that is speaking to the art itself, which I think is really beautiful.
Mm-hmm. So what's the, you feel like, if do you have any influence out there, the people that you really look up to, whether they're photographer or sports person, or maybe actors?
It's funny because I find myself being like inspired by the most random things and people. Like I have friends who have become accountants. My mom who worked because now she's retired, but worked in pharmaceuticals, and I really liked how they had a passion and they just continued to go for it, and they continued to work towards it. And you have movie stars, you have major artists and stuff like that, more well-known people, but I feel like the people around us are just as passionate. It's just other people have a more well-known career choice, or they're more visible. So I find myself just kind of enthralled with the idea of following your passions. Like, you want to be a shop owner, you just dropped everything, mid-age, and decided to own a shop. And I think that's incredible, and I find that extremely inspiring, especially for my journey, but just in general. Like, we all have something really purposeful and powerful to offer the world, and it's through our life's work.
Yeah, it's I love that. I know this lady that I listen to, she's like a medium and holistic, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Different insights in seeing the world, and she said, the world is your stage, basically. However you live within your space and the area that you occupy is you make it into what you want. It's and I really like, oh my gosh, I have that power, and it's true, right? You start to do it, and you start to shape and shift your environment, but then into what you want it to be. And I was like, ooh, dang, if it's that simple, I'm gonna do it.
Right.
Yeah. So
it's really so cool. Like, you influence, you never really know. It could be one person, and that one person can influence thousands, and it's really just like us bouncing off of each other and just like, I don't know, showing our love for ourselves, but through that, the love for our communities and outwardly.
Yeah. So in closing, what are you looking forward to this summer?
Ooh. Definitely bright and sunny skies. Being from the East Coast, I said I'm leaving all this behind, but clearly it's followed me, and now I'm just like over it. They have 90-degree days today, and I'm like, that's crazy. But honestly, just continuing to work on my artwork, just finding more power in that as I play with different ways of presenting my work. I'm just really excited about that. And I have some things going on with my family that, I'm excited now. My daughter's a little bit older. So it's going to be a decent 2023 summer.
Yep. That's what I'm looking forward to. I mean, I love the rain. And in fact, I was even thinking about moving to Washington State because, like, ooh, I love the rain. I was like, I got a taste of it the last few months. Like, oh, I think I'm depressed. It's just too much. I'm looking forward to the sun. I'm like, I don't know what I'm feeling right now because I'm just sad.
You need some vitamin D. That's the thing.
I think so.
One, like, be cute for a few days, but like after weeks, it weighs
it was weeks. I was like, okay, a little bit overcast, but it's not sunny. and then it's like, oh, okay, now it's gonna rain again. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the rain and to sun and just to the bright skies and because I'm an active person and I didn't realize how much I thrive on that. Okay, Adrienne, it was so good to meet you and to talk with you. So hopefully, we continue to cross paths again out there here in Long Beach throughout the art scene.
Yeah, definitely. All right.
Awesome. Okay, you have a great weekend, okay?
You too. You too. Enjoy.
Bye.